I didn't think it was gonna come. But by the gods, it's here, man. The 10th episode. 10! The perfect 10 Ty Dillinger can't even keep up with this, man. 10! Episodes of the Recon's piece, man. And thank you guys so much, man, for being very supportive from the very beginning. From the very first, tryout episode of the Recon's piece up until now. It's been awesome sauce, man. And I've really been enjoying doing these. It's honestly been my favorite part of the channel for the most part, man. I'm talking about the one and the only, guys, man, and just coming out here and shooting the living flagnards out of what I love, and it just makes me happy, man. This is why I do YouTube. It's just to talk about the greatness and the fact that I'm able to do it for such a long time, because I've always enjoyed listening and watching podcasts and whatnot, and I always wanted to have a series that was like a format like that, and I said, what better for me to do it than the one, the only, the best-selling manga in history, third best-selling comic of all time. We're not talking about just any series. We're talking about a series that is going to be celebrating its 20th anniversary on July 22nd. On July 22nd in 1997, a legend was born. The GOAT had released its first chapter. I'm not talking about, MJ scoring his 5th title in the NBA. I'm not talking about that, man. I'm not talking about 1997, the possibilities of Dragon Ball first airing on Cartoon Network. Even though it aired 96, but you get my point. You get my point. I'm not talking about Stone Cold Steve Austin winning the WWF title from Shawn Michaels just a little bit later in 1998. I'm not talking about that, man. I'm not even talking about the NWO. We're not talking about Hollywood Hogan out here, man. We're not talking about it, man. We are talking about One Piece. And it's awesome sauce, man. But, I always wanted to have a podcast and something like this that people could listen to, because whenever I like listening to very, very long videos. And for the reason being is because whenever I play video games and I'm by myself and I'm not with any of my friends, I love just sitting back and playing something, Call of Duty, Mario Kart, some single player games, Fallout, I don't know, man, BioShock, whatever the case may be. Usually, though, whenever I listen to podcasts, I like to play something that doesn't require much thinking, so that way I could just play and have my mind float while I listen to something long and something that I can invest myself in for quite some time. And usually that'll be like Mario Kart or Call of Duty or something like that, man. But I just really have to thank you guys, man. For allowing me to continue to do this for 10 episodes, and by God, I want to continue doing it, man. It has been a bit inconsistent, but, it's something that whenever I actually do it, it means a lot to me, because I'm talking about the greatness, man. I'm talking about the awesome sauce. So, thank you very much for those of you who still watch and still, ask for episodes of the Recon's piece, man. That means a lot to me, because this is something special for me. It really, really is, and you guys make it just as special as I think it is, because it really is where my community comes together. At least my One Piece community here on my channel comes together to you guys put your comments. I'll talk about your comments and whatnot, and we'll have an awesome discussion here on the channel, man. And hopefully, by the gods, one day I'm able to stream, man, again. I even though I wouldn't want to have my One Piece or my Recon's Piece episodes be live streams, there is like a special, like for an anniversary episode or like a special episode of like whenever it's like the 30s or the 50s or something like that, man. I would love to have a stream, man. Have you guys come on here on the channel, man, talking about some One Piece greatness. But that's whenever I get a new computer, man. But we're far from that. But before we get into any of the news, man, I would like to say a couple things. Number one, I was going to include the first half of the previous Recon's piece and this one, but I couldn't go a week without talking about One Piece, man. I really couldn't, man. So I decided I'm gonna replace the first half with what I'm doing here, with what I'm about to show you right now, and then the second half is gonna be the pirate crew tag that I was talking about in the One Piece discussion I did for the latest chapter. So if you're looking forward to the pirate crew tag, that will be later on in the video, man. I had a lot of fun recording that, man. Shout out to Zoro for tagging me in that. But that was a lot of fun, man. That was a lot of fun. I came up with the crew that would make me king. I came up with the crew that, you know, would take me to new levels, man. So, you know, depending on the length of this episode, of how much I talk on here, I'll probably end up, you know, adding that to the end of this, or its own separate video, man. But more than likely, this is all going to be one big episode for the episode 10 of the Recon's piece. And one other thing. I know you guys have been asking, man, Recon, where is Season 9 Voyage 1? Where are your thoughts on it? Where is it? By damn, I have went to FYE every single day since Tuesday looking for this DVD, because I could have easily bought it on Amazon. Easily. But there's something about me going to that store and buying my One Piece DVDs there that means a lot to me. You know, it's just, I can get it easily through Amazon, man, but I want to go to the store and buy it, man. I don't know, I can't explain it. So, I'm waiting for them to get that junk in stock. When they get One Piece Season 9 Voyage 1 in stock, actually, later on today, I hope to go over there and try to see if they have it again. But when they have that in stock, I will get it, I will come back, and I will watch it, and we'll talk about the greatness, man. We will talk about the greatness. But until then, I cannot do it, because I don't have it. I don't have it. But One Piece Season 9 Voyage 1, the thoughts video will be coming. It will be coming. It will be coming. It will be coming around the mountain when she comes. It'll be coming, man. You just gotta wait for it. You gotta wait for me to get it. And trust me, I've been every single day since Tuesday. I've been going to see if they have that dang thing in stock, and they don't. Which you know, that just goes to show you how much the Voyages mean. Because Film Gold and Heart of Gold, I got them both on the first day they came out, man. I got them both Blu-rays. I at that store. So, you know, it is what it is, man. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. You guys are absolutely awesome sauce, man. I'll tell you guys what, man. For the last chapter, not this last chapter, the one before. You know, whenever I uploaded that video, man, I immediately felt this like sense of negativity. Like it was like on the same level of the Believe in Pudding 2017 stuff. And even like the Sanchez royalty stuff from back in the day, man, like of the non-stop negativity in terms of like certain things either being stated in the video or whatever the case may be. And I really do appreciate the amount of support that you guys showed me the other day on Twitter, man, because of that video. Like I really truly did, man, because after I uploaded that, I was like, man, because you know the one thing I always pride myself on the channel. On this channel is the fact that I'm knowledgeable about the stuff that I love, man. Especially a series like One Piece. And whenever I saw you guys come out there and support on Twitter, man, that meant a lot to me, like on a personal level, man. So I really do appreciate that. I always appreciate the support, man, and you guys leave really awesome comments. And but that particular week, I think I needed a lot, man. That Thursday, it really hit home for me because I saw so much negativity, and I was like, well, damn, man, by the gods, you know what I mean? But, you know, and usually, you know, when people dislike my videos, man, I always laugh because I see myself as a heel, and heels are my favorite characters in wrestling. But, you know, that particular week in of itself, it hurt because it hurt my pride in terms of my knowledge for this series, and that's why I took it to heart that in that particular week, because it hit home. It hit home. You know, like I said before, I pride myself on being knowledgeable on the story. But other than that, man, I really do appreciate you guys showing support, man. I really do appreciate everything that you guys showed me that day on Twitter, man. Like I couldn't believe the amount of awesome sauce that I read on that day, man. So thank each and every one. I really do thank each and every one of you for coming out that day, man. That was flipping awesome sauce, man. And you know, here we are, man. Here we are talking about the Recon's piece, talking about the awesome sauce. But, you know, in these past couple of months, there's been so many different things that I could share story-wise for One Piece, man. Like, multiple people coming with shirts to my job that just changed my entire night just because I saw one Piece related thing, man. Like, it's insane, man. This story really has an impact on me. Like, on the airplane, man. First thing that came to my mind, put in my luggage, it wasn't my underwear, it wasn't my shirt, it wasn't my socks, it wasn't my toothbrush, or my flippin', you know, any sort of clothes, cologne, my wallet, nothing. Very first thing that came to mind was, where am I going to fit One Piece Volume 61? Where am I going to fit it, man? Because that's what I'm going to be reading. That is my traveling book. That is what I take with me everywhere, man. And, you know, it's always nice, man. It's always nice, you know, having a piece of the One Piece with you. And I guess it's easier now since I have a phone. With a smartphone, man, you can access that stuff digitally in an instant, you know what I mean? But still, man, holding the physical copies is always the best feeling. But regardless of that, guys, let's go ahead and get right into the news, man. A little bit before that, I left the Discord link. I know that you guys have been asking for that. There's going to be a Discord link, a permanent Discord link, one that doesn't expire, in the comment section down below if you guys want to join that. You can follow me on Twitter, at YoshidaShoyo, man. I'm usually on there rambling about games, wrestling, anime, and manga, and whatever else comes to the noggin, man. If you post Nami Thirst, I immediately like. I'm a simple man. I'm a simple man. If you post Nami Booty, I like. That's the way it is. So you can go follow me on Twitter, man. We'll talk about some awesome sauce on there, man. Huge Nintendo hype as of late, guys. We're getting really, really close to the G1 climax doing wrestling, so if you're interested in that, we'll be definitely discussing those, and of course the normal One Piece Kingdom, Hunter x Hunter, Gintama, JoJo content that you expect here on the channel. But other than that, man, let's go ahead and get started with this first story, bro. Now here we go, man. Now this right here has me excited. This right here, these upcoming 2 news articles, when I read them, I said, I'm sorry, I can't do it. I can't do it. This is too much, man. The One Piece anime is gonna get a new special, and it's gonna animate some cover stories, bro. Cover stories! I've been asking for this for years. Years! To animate some cover stories, man. By the heavens. This is something that I didn't expect. But, bro, when I read that article... Okay, so this is coming from Anime News Network, man. Let me just go ahead and read the entire thing. Right here, guys, because I'm hyped, man. I'm hyped. This year's 30th issue of Shueisha's Weekly Shonen Jump magazine is revealing on Monday that the One Piece anime is getting a 2-hour special titled One Piece Episode of East Blue. Luffy to 4 nin no Nakama no Daiboken. I might have said that correctly. Who knows? Luffy and his 4 crewmates' big adventure. The special will air on August 26th at 9 p.m. You know, the East Blue... Well, let me hold that until after I finish reading the article. The issue is also revealing the main visual, which features Luffy, Zoro, Nami, Usopp, and Sanji. The issue states that the anime will be a completely new work, featuring reanimated scenes from the beginning of the series through when the crew enters the Grand Line with that legendary scene, man. The special is commemorating the manga's 20th anniversary and will also feature anime versions, the original manga chapters' cover stories. Although the issue doesn't state which ones. I'm praying for NLs, man. I'm praying for that NL cover story, bro. That cover story is legendary, man. I'm praying for it. Will be animated additionally. The special will feature... Now, this one right here has me hyped, bro. Sign me up for this, man. You want me to make a video? I will come on here and make a 1 minute and 51 second video of what I'm about to say right here. Additionally, the special will feature a special 20th anniversary commemoration version of the original opening theme song, We Are. Ladies and gentlemen, put me in there, man. I will come on here. I will buy a new microphone. I will put on a suit. I will buy a straw hat or a chopper hat. And I will sing the entire theme, bro. You think I'm playing? I'm not playing no games. You put me in that 20th anniversary commemoration version of the original opening theme, I will come on here and I will give you 1 minute and 51 seconds of greatness. I will come on here. I don't care if it's the worst thing you've ever heard, but by damn, I will do it. I will do it. I will sing We Are on here, man. As a matter of fact, I will. I will on whenever it happens. Maybe even on July 22nd itself. You will see me on this channel singing "We Are." You're gonna see it, man. You're gonna see it because I have to do it. There's no in and or buts about it. I will sing "We Are" and they will add it. I will be singing along with Nami, just like a Straw Hat version for opening 7. I'll be singing with Nami. I'll be singing with Luffy, with Usopp, with Sanji, and with Zoro. I'll be singing with them, man. It's just the way that it's gonna be. Put me in the opening too, bro. I can be animated. You want to see this beard come out and start punching people? It'll happen, man. It has a life of its own. You want me to come out here and take off the glasses, man? You know, when someone who wears glasses, they take off their glasses, they immediately get 20% more powerful. It's a proven fact. It's a proven fact. And I'll come out here, man. I'll box every single farter marine that you have over there in the East Blue, man. I'll go to Arlong Park, bro, and I'll start kicking some booty, man. You think Arlong wants a piece of this? When Nami, when I'm fighting for Nami, I will go into like some. I will hit him in the head with my meat. Bah! One shot. That's it. I'll kick him up with my knee. Bah! He's out. He's out cold. That's it, man. But regardless of that, man. Regardless of that, sign me up. I'm in like some. If you can put me in a 20th anniversary, We Are. I will do it. I'll do it. I will do it, man. I'm not playing any games. Shueisha, if you need an extra voice or someone to fool around, I'm here. I am here, man. I am here. We're in the lake somewhere, and we can do it, man. You know, We Are. That's the most legendary opening in all of anime. You're talking about We Are? Get out of here, man. 20th anniversary commemoration version of the We Are. Come on. That's legendary. So, yeah, man, it's gonna be legendary, bro. I'm so hyped for this, bro. So, first let's talk about the episode of East Blue, man. Now, I remember we got the episode of Nami, and that covered the Arlong Park version, and it's in a summarized little movie type of special. And then we also got the episode of Luffy, which covered a bit of his backstory, you know, back in Romance Dawn 4, and of course added a lot of post-time skip scenes. But this is going to be an entire special of a summary of the East Blue Saga, with reanimated scenes, which you know are going to be used in AMVs. So I'm going to look forward to that. But, you know, the East Blue Saga is probably the most, whenever you talk to me, I think the two things from a nostalgia standpoint that will get me like as much as East Blue is, you know, Bleach's Soul Society and like Bebop. And of course Dragon Ball, but that's a given. But like the East Blue Saga, truly, whenever you play like one of those songs, man, when you play openings 1 through 3, or even in this case 1 through 2, you know, Believe It Wonderland, and you play that, or endings, honestly, endings 1 through 9, but in this case endings 1 through 4. I mean, you play any of those, bro. I mean, the nostalgia's insane. You know, I started off with the One Piece anime, man, you know, both watching it on TV and watching it by myself. And those episodes have like a high value of like, wow, because not only are they incredible, not only are they amazing, like I absolutely love the first 11 volumes of One Piece and the first 50 episodes of One Piece, man. I really, really do. But it's not only that, man, it's the emotion, you remember what you did whenever you watched those, man, the nostalgia, and it's incredible, man. Like, still to this day, I still hold Arlong Park so high for so many different reasons, but a lot of that is because, you know, it just came out of the blue for me, man. Like, I first started watching One Piece as an awesome, fun adventure, and I quickly came to find out that, you know, I became to love it more for my emotional investment in the story. You know, for how emotional I would get while I was watching it. And, you know, being able to see that redrawn and reanimated for its 20th year anniversary, I think really fits. Because it's going back to its roots. It's going back to the beginning. And it fits because a lot of that happened in the first 2 years. 1997, 1998. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I can't wait to see what that episode of East Blue is going to hold and what chapter stories they're going to do. So as far as the cover stories goes, the cover stories have to include, I mean, at least the ones that I would like to see included in this, that are really entertaining for me, but I don't know if they're going to do it, because it covers almost all of these is Grand Line stuff. But since it is the 20th anniversary, they could, hold on, my computer just crashed. They could do a thing that instead of it, they could start it off talking about East Blue, and then the cover stories will cover like the rest of the the rest of the special. But it makes me really curious, bro. Like, how are they gonna do that? Like, they're gonna cover all of East Blue in like an hour, and the next hour is gonna be dedicated to cover stories? Is that what I'm getting out of here? I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure they're gonna do that. Hold on, let me get my charger. And it really makes me curious, man. You guys remember, let me see. Number one, of course, NL's cover story. NL's cover story, I need to see that animated, bro. That is the one cover story that I always go back to and just read for the fun of it, man. That cover story needs to be animated, bro. I need to see that animated. Do I think that is the highest possibility of being animated? No. But I can wish, man. I really do want, and I've always wanted, I mean, I love NL as it is, man, but being able to see that cover story animated, bro, oh my god, man. So, hold on, let me go back and get everything situated again. Okay, so, out of the cover stories that I think could happen, okay, so let's go ahead and take a look here. Okay, now let me talk about which ones I would like to see, because it's hard to predict which ones are going to happen. I think that we can easily see the Buggy one. The, let me see. Buggies, NL's, the Baroque Works one that takes place between the end of Alabasta and all the way up until Uphill Down, where it just shows like that entire thing. It took place during Water 7. I believe it was like volumes 38 to 43, because after that was whenever the NL cover story started. Yeah, yep, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. But that's the thing, like, if it's just talking about East Blue stuff, then really, it could only really be Buggies, and they already did Kobe's. They already did Kobe's and Helmeppels in the actual anime. Unless they reanimate those scenes, but I doubt it. But we don't know which cover stories you're going to do. But regardless of that, Django's too. I don't know. But I just know that the ones that I would like to see the most are NL's, that one Baroque Works one, Ace's, Search for Blackbeard, and Wapple's would be fun too. You know, Wapple. The CP9 one too, bro. You remember the CP9 one? Yeah, I could see the CP9 one as well. But yeah, I think those are the only ones. I think those are the ones, the main ones from like the first half of the story that I would like to see, because the other ones have already been animated. So yeah, man. But the NL one's the one that I want to see the most. I think the NL's one is the one that a lot of people want to see the most, man. It's the moon, for God's sakes, for the One Piece moon, man. The Automata, dog. Like, come on, man. I want to see that. I want to see that one. And the Baroque Works one, of course. I think the Baroque Works one can be shown, man, because Alabasta was like the, I mean, when I first got into One Piece, that was the most popular arc. That was the most popular arc in the series, bar none. So like, knowing how popular Alabasta was, they could sneak in the Baroque Works one, especially if somebody's never seen that before, man. I think that'd be pretty cool to showcase the anniversary special. But then you have like the CP9's one too, bro, and Water Serenades Lobby was massive. So, you know, honestly, with the ones they have available to them, if they show more than 2, you know, we'll be able to see some awesome cover stories. You know, even if I don't get to see the NL one or the one that I want to see the most, I still want to see all of these animated, man, because all the cover stories are awesome in their own ways. So yeah, I hope so. I hope that they do more than one cover story. Because it states right here that the issue doesn't state which ones will be animated if and they add like an S with parentheses, showcasing that it could just be only one. But we'll see. We'll see. I hope that they do more than one. But regardless of what they're going to do, man, I'm excited for that entire story. It's going to be Luffy and his 4 crewmates' big adventure, man. All the way up until whenever they go up to the Grand Line. A legendary scene, bro. And then after that, we're going to get some cover stories. But I'm just like, which ones, man? But we'll see what happens when we get there. At this point, it doesn't even matter, man. Like, whichever one gets animated. And we've been waiting for these cover stories to be animated for so long that it's already exciting in and of itself, just to know that some of them are getting animated. It's all going to be packed into a 2-hour special, man. That's going to be fun, bro. Once again, that's going to air on August 26th at 9 p.m. So let's go ahead and go into the next source of news. Oh, man, bro. So when I read this, I was like, holy sweet mother of flagnards, man. We're doing this again. We're doing this again. So Sugita, man, and it's not Gintoki Sugita, the editor of The One and the Only, states that Whole Cake Island will be more exciting in the future. I'm gonna repeat this one more time, man. I want, and I want to pull the camera closer, bro. I want to repeat this one more time. Whole Cake Island will be more exciting in the future. Now, I don't know if this man, or if Oda himself realized this, but thus far, what he has written in Whole Cake Island has been freaking godly. The term exciting is a good description of what I've read thus far, man. I'll tell you that. From chapter 825 up until where we are right now, which is chapter 869, we have gotten absolute greatness. Absolute. Whole Cake Island is if it continues on this pace, bro, it's probably gonna be in my top 5. Real talk. I love this arc. This arc is my crap. I love this. I love this arc, bro. Like, Whole Cake Island has been phenomenal on so many different standpoints, man. And in the way that it's paced, on who it's focused on. The fact that we're exploring a Yonko's Island. The emotional parts, man. That emotional investment that you have, man. The twists and the plot twists, man. The awesome designs, the awesome art. I mean, Whole Cake Island has been giving me so much greatness, bro. And memorable characters, man. Like, I already love Pudding and Enough as himself. Big Mom has an amazing flashback. I don't wonder where the hell Pound is. And then you have the entire memorable cast of the Vinsmokes. And I'm like, bro, man, Whole Cake Island is already up there for me, man. Like, I've been loving the story aspect so much of it, man. The way that it's a wonderland, it's a fantasy, and the setting, like, everything about it, bro. I've been in love with it. But no. He's going on here saying, y'all think I haven't broken your ankles yet? Just wait, bro. Just wait until I get on the court, man. That's what Oda said. Wait until number 23 gets on the court, man. He's gonna break your ankles, man. Like, you think I've broken your ankles? Nah, son. That was just a taste. He's about to come in there, give us a crossover, and go in for the dunk. Like, come on, man. Whole Cake Island will be more exciting in the future, bro. How much more exciting can it get? We are in front of a Yonko about to get effed in the butt. I mean, we've never had a scenario like this. It's gonna get more exciting in the future. What the hell are they gonna do? What are they gonna bring? What more is gonna happen? More exciting? Exciting? Jesus. I mean, it's already like this. My excitement levels when every chapter comes out is like this. And I know you might be saying, Recon, you get hyped, but the gods, don't you too? Don't you too, bro? This is greatness that we're reading, man. The last chapter, bro, they transformed into Gundams. You had freaking Reiju coming out, transforming, exposing herself to the live audience. Man, you see Ichi, Niji, and Yonji, man, they're all going in. Judge sitting in the back like he's just the father, the big father. He's just sitting there with his freaking hands like this, man. Like, come on. Come on, man. You have Katakuri out here, man. You have Smoothie's thighs. Big Mom's flashback. That Sanji versus Mother freaking Luffy. That's one of the biggest moments in the series. And you're trying to tell... More exciting in the future. How? How? I mean, I'm excited. You already know I'm excited. But how? How? I mean, is Weevil dropping down from the sky, man? Is he invading? I mean, Big Mom isn't gonna allow it, of course. But what are they gonna do? I mean, we're already in a scenario where I have no idea how they're getting out of it. Capone is getting wrecked. They're outside of this castle. How are they getting out? I don't know. And Sugisa just states that like it's clean as no, it'll be more exciting in the future. Whatever they have planned, which I have full faith in Oda, but whatever they have planned, obviously it's gonna break my ankles. So whatever it is, man, I'm welcoming it. Whatever it is, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I mean, the one thing that I've always talked about with this arc is how this arc is always about mending relationships. That's the one thing it's always been from all aspects. We haven't seen Pound yet, so the arc can't end yet. I thought that I'm fully set on that. We need to see Pound again. As far as the Luffy situation goes, man, and him having his big moment in the arc, he's already had so many awesome moments in this arc, but I feel like Luffy might get one clean hit on Big Mom. There's just something in the back of my mind that tells me he's gonna get at least one clean punch on Big Mom, but we'll see. But listen, man, the entire Big Mom crew is in front of us right now. How in the flying flagnards is that not exciting, bro? And he's telling me this is going to get more exciting? How are we going to survive? Regardless, man, that's what he says. That's what he says. This is going to be more exciting in the future. Am I hyped? Of course I am. It's going to be legendary. Well, if they tell you that what you have seen yet is not exciting, come on. Come on, man. I can't, bro. I can't. So going on to the next thing, man, he also states that something will happen on July 22nd, which is the 20th anniversary of One Piece. Now, if we look on the calendar here, guys, if it comes up, man, because you guys know my garbage computer, man, if it ever loads, and then we'll actually be able to look at the calendar. All right, here we go. So July 22nd falls on a Saturday. Oh my. Yeah, it falls on a Saturday. So if it falls on a Saturday, that's the same day that the One Piece anime airs. So if that's the case, it could be something anime related. Could be a movie. Could be a special, but we're already getting a special. Because the thing is I kept hearing on how this could possibly be something big for the story. You know, the big 783, 873, 387 theory with the Gear 5th coming out on that chapter. But I think that it's going to be something outside of the story. And if that's the case, that Saturday could have... I mean, of course, it's One Piece Day. It's the 20th anniversary. The One Piece anime is going to be airing on that day. But if they have a massive announcement or something big... Because he says something, it doesn't really say something big. It says something will happen on July 22nd. So, at this point, I can only say that it's gonna happen while the One Piece anime is airing. That they're gonna have either a special that happens after, or before, or during it, to where it's gonna involve something maybe even with the cast, maybe something with Oda, something like fireworks happening outside and over there in Japan, celebrating the 20th anniversary. But it's gonna be something that's gonna be outside of the main story of One Piece. I really do believe that, especially after right now seeing that it's going to take place on a Saturday. So it's safe to assume that it's going to take place outside of the story. It's nothing for in the story, that's going to happen. Now, about Sugita saying Whole Cake Island will be more exciting in the future. That's the story. That's the story. But as far as something will happen on July 22nd, that is something that we'll have to see taking place on that day, man, on a Saturday, man. That's interesting. Saturday, and which is the day the One Piece anime airs. So it's gonna have to be something around the One Piece anime. Maybe not necessarily about the One Piece anime, but it's gonna have to air on that same time. So whenever the One Piece anime airs, which is Saturday nights for us, is going to be the Well, technically, One Piece airs on Sunday for them and Saturday for us, technically. So now that I think about it like that. And that puts everything differently. Because One Piece airs for us on Saturday night, but for them it's on Sunday. So, flagnards, I'm not sure now. I'm not sure now, because now, Saturdays, I don't know. I'm trying to blank, man. Holy crap, I don't know. Something will happen on July 22nd. Well, whatever that something is, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it. Like I said, it's probably going to have to do like a big extravaganza for One Piece, but it's not going to be anything to do with what's happening in the story itself of One Piece. And then this next one right here states that they consulted Oda several times when creating the Ace novel. Let me reset. And this is always a good thing to hear, man. Whenever they're working on a spin-off or something that that is not a part of the actual manga, but is centered around the story, it's always good whenever you consult Oda for something like this, man. Like Oda always makes everything better, man. Like, have you noticed like the how, I want to say how much better, and how like that you can see like the difference in how good the movies have been ever since Oda has been like a part of them. Like for Strong World, Film Z, Film Gold, like just having Oda as an overseer, like consulting him for these movies and for these things, that just made these things better, man. So the fact that they're consulting Oda several times when creating this Ace novel really has me excited and really happy too. To see that, man. Like I'm looking forward to seeing what is going to be, you know, because of course it's going to be about Ace's story, but what kind of stories will be told in here, man? Because Ace is a character, I grew to love him so much during that Marineford arc, man. You know, up until that point, I always loved him for his design and how cool he looked, man. But I really grew to love him from the moment that from like Impel Down, whenever we saw him having the conversation with Jinbei, up until his very death, and just have this novel, you know, showcasing his life before that is going to be interesting, man. But I'm very, very happy that they consulted with Oda, because usually when they consult Oda, Oda doesn't let anybody mess with his child, with One Piece that easily, man. That's his story, bro. That is his story, and he's going to tell you what you're going to do with it, man. So, even though it may not be considered super manga canon, at the very least we'll have this Ace novel to talk about, and maybe even one day that Ace novel will be animated. Because usually stuff like that, especially when it's around Ace is a very, very popular character. I'm pretty sure that is something that could be animated as a special for that, no doubt. Actually. I think if this thing is successful and it sells a lot, I think that Ace novel will be animated. Maybe even by like 2019 or something like that. I can definitely see that. And then right here, finally, guys, this last news article, man. Now this one right here has me really, really excited. And I quote, man, an amazing book will be released around the end of 2017. An amazing book. Now, when I first saw that, the very first thing that came into my mind was a 20th anniversary collection of the entire series in one massive book. You know, I could already see like a special One Piece logo on the front, man, so that the book itself looks like a treasure hunting book. And what inspired me for this was I remember seeing the Legend of Zelda Hyrule of Historia book that came out, and the Arts of Artifacts books that came out after Skyward Sword and right before Breath of the Wild. And I could definitely see something like that happening for One Piece, because he could have another color walk or something like that. But I think that instead they could do this 20th anniversary collection and have a summary of the entire story, you know, going all the way from Romance Dawn up until Whole Cake Island right now, and have every single arc summarized, you know, its characters, the main points, a lot of manga panels being showcased through there, man, like really beautiful, looking really, really nice, having some color page spreads in there, some interviews, how Oda felt writing these arcs. Well, maybe that's too much for the Oda felt writing these arcs. I think that'd be cool, but we probably won't be getting that. But I think it would be awesome to see interviews. An interview with Oda, interview with his editors, you know, about certain points in the story, about how he felt certain points in the story. I think that this collection should be not only, you know, a collection of his art and of Oda's art, of Oda's story. I think it should also be a compilation of almost all of his interviews, or at least most of his interviews that have been compiled throughout the years as well, man. If it's a 20th anniversary collection, you put everything in there, man. That's happened in the past 20 years. So it would be really, really awesome sauce to have, I mean, everyone be a part of this, man. The voice actors from the anime, Shueisha themselves, you know, maybe some top guys talking about the influence that One Piece has had, like right there in the beginning of the book. But I think something like that would be really, really cool. Just to have a book like that, a large book, that in the beginning of the book, it's Romance Dawn. Towards the end, it's Whole Cake Island. But it's just so much stuff in the middle. panels, color page spreads, interviews, whatever, man. You name it, it'll have it, man. In the past 20 years of One Piece, man. And I would love to have something like that. I would love to own something as a One Piece fan. Oh, man, bro. Especially if there's some exclusive content in there, like a brand new interview, man, with how Oda feels after 20 years of writing this story, bro. I would love it. I would love to own something like that, man. And I hope it has an amazing cover, bro. Because that book, that 20th anniversary collection, if something like that would be released, would be oh my god, man. Like, I would have that thing right up here, right there, man. Especially, I'm telling you, if it has a beautiful cover, that'd be so sick, man. But I'm expecting that. I'm expecting a 20th anniversary collection where it's a combination of like all that stuff put together. Because this is an amazing book, man. An amazing book. If it's an amazing book, it has to be big. It has to be an extravaganza. It has to be huge. So I think it's going to be something like that, man. But if you're looking forward to something like that, man, let me know. Let me know. I know I am, dude. I would love to own something like that, man. Arc summaries, color page spreads, panels. Like, that'd be so awesome, dude. And then finally, guys, this is going to be our final little mini piece of news. And then I'm going to read a One Piece story that somebody left behind on the channel the other day, and then after that, we're going to go ahead and pass it over to the Pirate Crew tag, man. And my computer just crashed again. My computer crashes, man. Second time in 40 minutes. You guys know why I can't. Now you guys see why I can't live stream, man. Because this thing just won't work. It just constantly keeps crashing. Let me see. Yeah, man. Yo, can you imagine that? Like having that as like a as a collector, man, personally. If I were to have like a One Piece 20th anniversary, super extravaganza book, man, showcasing all of the color page spreads, or not all of them, most of them, panels, interviews, summaries, man, like, I think that'd be perfect. Excuse me. To have for like the as a big, like, it's really diving deep into just how massive of a story One Piece is, man. And it would really, you know, hold on to the adventure vibe if they could do something that cool, man. You know, like a treasure hunting book, man. But it remains to be seen, man. We'll see what happens, man. Like I said, if it's an amazing book with all of the godly color walks we've got in the past couple years and all the awesome stuff we've got for One Piece, I think it's gonna be something special. It's gonna be something special, man. Maybe they'll even have, like, I know I have Wanted somewhere here. Let me see. Is this it right here? Yeah, like even like including like the Oda's original one shots in there would be pretty nice. It's pretty nice as well for the story. Somewhere on here, man. But let's go back into that last article. Boom, 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 boom. So this one right here, man. It's something small, but I wanted to touch upon it again because after the last episode, people were saying that the One Piece anime is falling to Dragon Ball, man, and all this other nonsense and all this other crap. And I kept telling people, no, it's only because of Frieza. It's only because of Frieza, bro. And trust me, I love Dragon Ball, man. I watch it every week, and it's been a big part of my life for many years. But One Piece comes on there, so reigns supreme again, man. It reigns supreme. One Piece comes in with a 7.0 rating, bro. 7.0, once again taking the throne. Besides Crayon Shin-chan, Sazai-san, and Chibi Maruko-chan, which take place in the top 3, which they almost always take the top 3, unless it's like a massive extravaganza special for the One Piece anime. Then like that'll give them like 11.5 or 12.2, you know, average household rating. But besides that, One Piece is usually like in either 4th or 5th. I'm surprised that it went past Doraemon this time around, but still, man, like One Piece 7.0 anime rating. Really happy to see the anime still doing really well, man. So let's go ahead and go into this last story, man. So this one right here is left behind by Icy, and listen, man, I really love hearing other people's One Piece stories, man. Like, hell, I love it so much. My very first video on the old channel was a how I got into One Piece story. That was the first video I ever made on the channel, and I'm gonna have to remake it because it doesn't exist anymore. And there's definitely a lot of people that didn't get to watch that video because that was back whenever I had to record that on my phone. And listen, it was like a black bar like this, and it was me in the middle. I recorded that at my grandma's house. So, you know, that was my first ever video, though, man. Like, legitimately, if you've been around since the beginning, you were around since the beginning for that video. But that was the first video I ever recorded. So, yeah, and I'll never forget whenever I talk about my story with One Piece. So, but I always love hearing other people's as well. When I saw Icy post this on my Hunter x Hunter story, I said I've got to read this. So this is from Icy778. My story of One Piece. About 2 years ago, I got into One Piece. It all started after I was watching Naruto. I realized everyone else was talking about One Piece, but I was like, nah, this is gonna be dumb. I'll watch it anyways. And I was blown away at the adventure. Just within the first few arcs, as I got more deep into it, I started to love the series. As the Arlong Park arc was when that happened. The same thing for me. Then Drum Island hit, and I was with someone. I feel you, yo. I feel you, man. Drum Island, son. That's my arc. I mean, come on, yo. Drum Island, and the way the anime does it, bro. Like the music, man. When is a man forgotten? Get out of here, bro. Drum Island's the GOAT. I remember Luffy with bloodied hands coming up that sheer pain and look, yo, man, the real talk, man. When Luffy was climbing that mountain, it just gave me a whole. I already respected Luffy, yo, but that put me like on a whole new level, man. Drum Island was a big arc for Luffy, man, like a really, really big arc, character arc for him. By Skypiea, I was hooked. Facts. There was no other way to put it. I made it my mission to catch up, and at the end of 2015, I did. I'll never forget One Piece. It taught me life is a journey and a gift, so why hate it? Factual, man. Facts. It taught me through the roughest times we have to push on. And thanks to One Piece, I'm more open to anime and manga now. That was awesome, man. That was awesome, man. That's always nice, you know, looking back and seeing other people's journeys, man. But wow, you got into it 2 years ago. And after Naruto, so I'm going to assume after the Naruto manga ended, you decided to get into One Piece? But listen, you're not the only one, man. I know a lot of people who, not only like after Naruto ended, but after like people stopped liking Naruto. Because for me, you know, even though I always liked Naruto, Bleach was always my main. Like Naruto, I always really, really liked, but Bleach was always like the one that I really, really loved the most out of the two at the time. And I still to this day, I still love Bleach more than Naruto, but like Bleach was the one that really, really had me, man, back in the day. And I got into One Piece because Bleach was on break. And in order to like fill the hole, man, and then when Bleach came back and One Piece was airing, right, it was like that was a godly time, man, because I had One Piece and Bleach at the same time in those two series of my stuff, man. But I know how you feel with Naruto, man. I've heard that from a lot of people. Like I remember Sawyer made a video a long time ago, it was like 2012, on how old Naruto fans are the new One Piece fans, and I've seen that a lot, man. I've seen how a lot of people who loved One Piece or who loved Naruto generally gravitate towards One Piece after a certain point in Naruto, like where they said where they either stopped liking it as much, or after Naruto ended, or whatever the case may be, they gravitate towards One Piece, man. I've seen that a lot. I've seen that a lot, man. So yeah, it's definitely part of that category, man. But yo, I can relate to that, man. I can really, really relate to that. Yo, whenever you're talking about Arlong Park, man, and then you said Drum Island, bro. I tell you, those are the two arcs that got me, man. Like I loved it from episode 1, but when I got to Arlong Park, that's when I truly said, you know, I love this as much as Bleach, bro. When I got to Drum Island, it was too much, man. It was too much for me, bro. Like the emotions, man. Like I had never been that emotionally invested into a story, bro. And in terms of like how sad it was, man. Like so good, so good, so good. It's insane. But one day I'll come out here and talk about my story, One Piece, man. But for right now, yo, Icy, thank you very much for submitting this story, man. I always love reading, you know, people's stories on how they got into One Piece, man. But you know, seeing this, man, truly put a smile on my face, man. It really, really put a smile on my face. And I'm glad that you caught up by the end of 2015, man. I really, really am, because you know, you were able to, you know, be a part of this today, man, you know, and you really put a smile on my face with this thing. So thank you very much. What you said there was beautiful, that it taught you that life was a journey and a gift, so why hate it? Very, very factual, but it's a very, very big theme in One Piece, man. And most certainly, man. So thank you very much for sharing your story with us here on the Recon's Piece, man. And thank you very much for allowing me to read it here on the Recon's Piece. Really, really awesome stuff, guys. But that is going to be it for this section of the Recon's Piece, guys. I will see you guys here. You're going to see that pre-time skip me here from like 2 weeks ago, talking about my pirate crew tag from before I left on vacation. Thank you guys very much for watching, man. This was episode 10 of the Recon's Piece, man. And until next time, have an awesome day. And remember that the One Piece greatness never ends, man. Just like people's dreams, they never end.